So lockdown just came to Netflix, and I'm wondering. I didn't see when it was released last year. I think it came out in May 28th of 2021. I think I was trying to hustle with my life that time. I don't get money to the go cinemas.
Huh? I don't get money.
So I wanted to wait till it got out, then I forgot. And then Netflix just did a good thing by bringing it to my screen.
Welcome to Lagos.
Thank you, sir.
We have been confronted with a situation that, quite frankly, we are not prepared for.
Get out of the way now! I've been trying to reach my wife all day. What? What happened?
Court wedding, bro.
Have you met my mother-in-law?
My daughter is getting married. Everybody, get in!
That I should give your job to somebody else to do. Papa, I don't hammer money. Papa, put me down. Papa!
Where did you appear from now? Can't you see? God, I'm so
calm down.
Don't do this right now. I didn't say I wanted a guest on my show, so what the hell? Okay, calm down. What do you think about this lockdown, this film lockdown now? What do you think? I have not finished the review. Why are you asking me what? People are literally watching right now. So what's this one that you're doing? Wow.
You want to use your own hand to create problem for yourself, Abi? Take your position, everyone! This thing done the truth, please. I don't want to go die and leave my money.
Was it wrong? Excuse me. Why are you shouting? This is a hospital, not a prison.
We must get out of this place,
Just a problem.
Yeah. So you won't die. This film for 2 hours is centered around different people, different needs that come together and are locked in a hospital because the first patient of their holovirus was found in that particular hospital. So you have people from different needs, people that don't even know each other from anywhere. They're all in that hospital at the same time.
Oh! So you want to die?
Me, I need to go. I need to go.
Oh, shit, is he mad?
This hospital is under lockdown.
So why are we locked here?
You give out blood money, you see what you have done to me.
You want to go home?
So trust me, this whole film doesn't have a whole story that I have to say because it's really going to be short. These people have different reasons why they landed in the hospital and why they landed at the hospital at that time. Now, this guy is the original person, the carrier of the holovirus. So he was on his way to work and then he realized that things were really messy and then he decided to tell his driver, take me to the nearest hospital. You see this line, nearest hospital? He's just a delivery man.
Almost midnight, just to ensure that everything was delivered. Because my leave starts today.
That's not what I have here. You still have one more delivery to make from the allocation that was given to you yesterday. And until you do that, I'm sorry, I'll not be able to pay you your salary.
A delivery man that was not even supposed to make that particular delivery, but his madam was being a boss, a bad boss, and told him he had to make the last delivery before he gets paid. That's how he landed in the hospital.
Hope you have all your credentials with you.
Should be our school certificate and NYC discharge letter.
What about your medical letter?
Huh?
It was in the email they sent to us. It seems to be a very important requirement.
Me, I don't have one.
Poor girl looking for a job. She literally just got to the place that she was supposed to do her interview that she has been waiting for months, she then asked someone that's also looking for the job, and then they say that you need your medical record in order for you to be interviewed, and she didn't have any of that, so she had to check the nearest hospital. Keep that in mind, guys. The nearest hospital. Madam no supposed to deal. It was her quest for money. It round her there. She was supposed to be on her leave that's off, but then someone else, her colleague, had an exam and then told her to fill in for her, and then she was like, "You go pay me 10,000."
Bro, did you see that? Bro, that guy nearly killed us. So. Who was he running away from? That guy nearly killed us. So. Bro, what are you doing? What do you mean? I have to check up on her.
So this guy's situation is like the most annoying. The both of them are the most annoying because, I mean, you're going for your wedding. It's very weird for me because I don't know if I was in their situation, what I'll do. I'm literally getting married at the time. So I'm on my way to meet my wife and I see something like that on the road. Trust me, I don't know how I'll react. But I'll try to help out whoever is laying there on the ground. So this was a hit and run situation where they found a girl laying by the side of the road. Somebody hit her. And then he's telling him, "Look, we have to go. It's your wedding." But then he's like, "No, bro, this is life and we have to save it." And they did. They took her to the nearest hospital. This hospital must be the nearest to everybody. He was cheating on his wife when she was in labor, premature labor, and then eventually got the call in the morning, and then he realizes that his wife had premature labor, and then she has been calling him all through the night while he was into the pants of another woman. Well, she hit the phone because she probably thought he was tired and needed the rest, and that's how he goes to the hospital that his wife is in. So literally, he won a lottery and was happy, so he was jumping in. Papa had already carry him from leg, and then boom, he hits his hand on the fan. The fan inside his hand, and that's where his own journey to the nearest hospital. So I enjoyed every character played on this particular film. I know that I didn't really find any character that was downplayed. Everything was played perfectly, from her character to her character to her character. They all played it perfectly. I think outstanding out of everyone put together was her character, because somehow, as much as we've seen her play this particular kind of role in different films, in this one you could relate with this particular character. And then when it got to the part where she contracted this virus and she was expressing herself and saying, "Look at what you've done to me."
Just about to call you. I just saw the news. What's going on at the hospital?
You give her blood money. You give her blood money. You see what you have done to me.
What are you talking about?
No, it's busy. You see what...
Because of money, look at what you've done to me. At that point, I think the whole film became emotional. Like, it drifted to an emotional part where people started realizing that this particular virus is a real thing. And I love the fact that she played her character as well as she did. I love the fact that Omotola played her character well, to being the backbone of the entire film. We needed somebody to be strong, and I love the fact that she was the strong woman in this. She didn't need to fear, because I mean, it's a hospital and she already knew. Another person that particularly stood up for me was Tony. I think for male characters, he played his very well, because I mean, anytime I look at this dude's face, I want to cry. I'm like, your wife is on stage 4 lung cancer and you're here. I love the fact that the story literally told us everything that we needed to know about how these people are outside of the hospital and how they all came together. And then it's not a thing about one person has a better reason to leave the hospital at the time. All of them had major reasons to leave the hospital. He was getting married, he had lottery to win, he had his wife waiting for him, she had a job interview. I mean, it was crazy. You know, I literally understood everybody's pain in that film. Shola Shobowale also played the in-law of this guy, and I love the fact that she was the woman that thinks money can control everything. You know, she literally said the wedding wasn't even about her, but at some point she made it about her, and I'm like, Nigerian parents always come through, yo. So let's move on from characters and how they played it. Now, things I felt were over the bar in this film. I was watching this film and then I didn't know when it had already finished because I watched it in bits and pieces. Things that were over the bar for me was the entire police scenes. I don't get why you go over the bar and don't make it realistic. These scenes were chaotic. I mean, really chaotic to the point where I was like, this cannot happen in Nigeria. I felt like people are scared and the only remedy to give these people is to shoot them. Sorry, I felt like the writers went over the bar with this particular thing. You'll probably be capturing them, holding them ransom or something, but killing them was just, and it was not too much. I was annoyed. I was like, whoa, it's in the apple knife and I want you to shoot. What rubbish is this? Snipers, I'm sorry, snipers? We got snipers in Nigeria. Bro, hold up. What? So they are snipers. The truth is, nothing can be 100% perfect, but you have to look at those things that people would pinpoint on. I like the fact that Josh knew that there was money outside of it that he needed to do. I like the fact that people from the outside also that needed to benefit from this money came to wage war. But apart from those particular things, lockdown was fun to watch. I remember having a conversation with somebody on Instagram, and then the first 30 minutes into the film I was pretty annoyed because that was when we just found out that they were going to be locked down in the hospital and then the police people were overdoing it. So in my head I was like, okay, fall back, bro. This is not worth it. But moving on and getting into the middle of the film, I just enjoyed every single piece that was there. So another thing is, it didn't really stick to me as a cinema film. I watched it like a home video. I feel maybe because of the time frame between when it came out and now, but I'm sorry, but it kind of gave me the home video feel. It didn't give me that cinematic Netflix standard kind of visuals that I was supposed to be getting from the film. So, but aside all these things, it was perfect writing, perfect flow. I love the fact that it didn't really dwell so much on, it felt natural, you know, from acting to storyline. It felt very natural. It wasn't bad, but I'm going to be giving this film a rating of a 7/10. It was something that you could relate to. If you haven't seen this film, do well to see it. I try as much as possible not to give major spoilers in my reviews nowadays, but if you haven't seen it, do well to watch it.
I show you that I don't pretend.